Welcome one, welcome all. This is Steve Pace, and this is the Pace Network and the North American Stock Car Racing Association for the 16th round of the NEXTEL Cup Series at Pocono. We're going to be going for 50 laps, and we will have a blast. Getting into the top 5, Gordon Keller is in 5th, Heather Halden is in 4th, Jordan Haley is in 3rd, Adrian Earle is in 2nd, and on pole position is Marcus Willard. Without further ado, we're going to get racing. Let's hope for a clean event and a lot of action at the front. Let's get going. The pace car is coming in, and it looks like there is someone else also coming in. That's, I believe, Bryce Johnson. Bryce Johnson is having an issue in the 93, but that doesn't matter. Green flag is in the air at Pocono. A great start by the 56. He's going to try and maybe make a move into 1. No, he's not. Side by side into 1 between Earl and Willard. Halden is there, and down the first stretch, side by side, it looks like Willard is getting maybe a gap, but there's a big push by Earl on the outside. Halden into 3rd, around Jordan Haley. Into Long Pond, it is Willard, who is maybe going to get a challenge from Heather Halden. Into turn 3, still side by side. Earl gets a great run, and I think it might work. Yep, Adrian Earle is going to take the race lead and lead lap 1. Heather Halden is going for 2nd. Bryce Johnson is already back out there. Something was a little suspect with the one of the tires on the car, but he's back out there and he's not even too far off the pace. He could get a quick caution and be right back in it. Everybody is clean so far. That is 4 wide. Don't do any of that, especially at Pocono. You cannot make it work at Pocono. Oh, look at that. Heather Halden is clear for 2nd, officially now, and she is into 2nd place, but it is all Adrian Earle out the front. Maxwell Parsons is in last. Nick Holliday qualified for the race. Brian Feek is in the back. Tommy Roberts. Olivia Reynolds is really far back here. That's kind of surprising. Reynolds is back here. Brandon Allen's back here. Sedgwick and Raven are back here. Ashington, Lemon, Johnston, Kelsey, Casey Paulson, Irvine, Carter, Fleming, Sapphire, Evans, Voorhees, Earnhardt Jr., Irely, Riccardi, Bujarczyk, Sachs, Wilkinson, Brody, Keller, Williamson, Killigan, Haley, Tsunoda, Atwater, Aramendia, Gordon, Hayes, Keith Arlington, excuse me. I don't know why I had a brain fog right there. Heather Halden into 2nd place, trying again on Marcus Willard. And Adrian Earle is just loving this at the front. She's keeping it clean and green at the front so far. And Bryce Johnson is at the very back, about 30 seconds behind the leader, which is not the worst. There he is. It's looking clean. Everybody's keeping it civilized. Keith Arlington is going to go for 3rd. Heather Holden has a huge run on Adrian Earl, side by side for second, or third, excuse me. And Heather Holden is there. She is slowly closing. Hayes is pushing Keith Arlington, and I don't think that's going to work. A 30 wide for 41st between Parsons, Roberts, and Sedgwick. Sedgwick's going to win out. Dan Sedgwick really fell back all of a sudden. He must have hit the wall or something. One driver on the move forward is the number 26. She is up to 29th, and she was near the rear of the grid just a little bit ago. Keith Arlington has made the move stick. That is good to see. Wilkinson, having a strong day in 12th, is doing better than all of his teammates. And that's usually not the narrative with the Spears Racing. Haley's up here at the front. Tsunoda, Atwater, Sammy Killigan, Marcel Aramendia having a good day for once. Nathan Gordon's up here. That's kind of surprising to see. Keith Arlington has got himself in third. And then there's the front two of Heather Holden and Adrian Earl. Oh, we have a blow up. Greg Case is blowing up. Oh no, caution's out. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's cars everywhere. The red flag is immediately out. A terrible crash on lap 9. Oh no. That is not what you wanted to see. Oh, the red flag is really out. The track is blocked. Oh. Oh no. That was a terrible crash. Oh no. So we have got it in super slow-mo, or, well, to half speed. And coming into turn number 1, Greg Hayes grenades the motor, and he's just going to be tagged by Marcus Willard. Both of them spin into the outside wall, and then, oh, that's an awful, awful hit. Hayes goes flying, goes flipping, Casey Paulson goes flipping, and wow, that was just absolutely horrendous. Take another look at it, full speed this time. Willard and Hayes go into the wall, and oh god, that was just horrific. That was so abrupt. And then Greg Hayes just gets hit by a ton of drivers. Oh man. Take a look at Casey Paulson. He goes to the bottom, plows right into the stopped car of Rick Brody. Oh. And he goes for a flight. Brian Feek involved. Caden Lemon, Santorini Jr., Brandon Allen. So many others have been involved in this massive crash. Absolutely massive. Here comes Rick Brody at 160 miles per hour. He clips his teammate and plows right into the wheel well of the 98. Man, Casey Paulson has also taken a very, very hard hit in the number 97. Thankfully, both the number 97 of Casey Paulson and Rick Brody were quickly out of their vehicles, but the clear worry is with Greg Hayes, because he did not put the window net down, and he did not get out of the car under his own power. So, helicopter has landed in turn 1, and they will be life flighting Greg Hayes to a local hospital. Please keep Greg Hayes and his family in your prayers, especially because this was a very sudden and serious crash. We're going to take one more look at it from the helicopter cam. Going into turn 1, the 4th place car blows up, Marcus Willard hits him, and this sets up the big one. An absolutely violent crash for Greg Hayes, and many, many others involved as well. The red flag is out, and we have a lot of cleanup to get underway with. The drivers have come onto pit road, and most of them have been sitting here for about 30 minutes. We have no real update on the condition of Greg Hayes, but we will go forward with that as soon as we have word. We are back live after an hour and a half of red flag period for cleanup of the massive crash that has happened in turn 1. As of now, the only news we really have of Greg Hayes is that he has been sent into some sort of emergency surgery. There is no word of what is going on and what exactly is wrong with the driver of the number 98 of Greg Hayes, but whatever it is pretty serious. This is obviously not what you want to have happen, especially after the very recent death of Ryan Johnson in the Busch Light Series about a month ago. Because of how NASCRA schedules their races, it was technically the last weekend at Bellevue, but they're spread out between about 3 to 4 weeks, because there's only 20 races, and you have to make them stick through the entire year. So from February to November, 20 races are run, but it was really the last race weekend we had was at Bellevue, and that was the fatal crash we saw with Ryan Johnson. To think that we've had another serious wreck here at Pocono just within 3 to 4 weeks, it's heartbreaking. But the stewards have decided to go back green, and Adrian Earl will lead us to green. Gordon Keller is coming in with some sort of issue under the number 31. The green flag is back out. Earl gets a great start over Halden, Arlington, Gordon, and Wyatt Wilkinson. Keith Arlington into second place. He is making a strong move for second, side by side with the 28. And it looks like he will be able to clear. Gordon Keller is on pit road getting some tires because I believe he had a tire rub. He's just going to get 4 sets and gas, and it might be a strategy that could work him out pretty well. Caden Lemon is still in the race, and he's just about the only one involved that actually stayed out and, didn't go behind the wall. They're 3 wide for about 25th back there, and it's not looking like it's going to cause anything. That is phenomenal. Our thoughts are definitely with Greg Hayes and family and the Project Gunner racing team. Because his teammate of Marcel Aramendia, the number 18 there, is still in the top 10. and could be like an undershot threat or an underdog threat for the win. But out front, Adrian Earl is just kind of pulling away. But Keith Arlington and Nathan Gordon are kind of there, keeping an eye on it. Keller is back out. That is good to see. We are on lap number 22 of 50, and Adrian Earl and Keith Arlington have sheared away from the field. The top two are gone, and everybody else is just in their own battle or just in no man's land with no draft and no ability to make up any credible amount of ground. Jesse Voorhees somewhat near the front of the field. 14th. That's not terrible. Her teammate Brian Feek is out of the race after the big one. Mark Evans with a looked like a good one on the outside. Yeah, it is a good one. He's going to get clear of Ernie Earnhardt Jr. And he's going to clear and then push Jordan Haley. Looks like Keith Arlington is just about the same distance. Not really closing, but the draft between those two cars is really going to help. Because Keith Arlington will get there eventually. Into Long Pond. And, oh, that's Abel Tsunoda in the wall. Someone put him there. We'll have to take a look at that, but that was definitely Abel Tsunoda in the wall. The lone Honda in the field. Actually, there's two, actually. Tsunoda doesn't look to have a ton of damage, but he dropped quite a few positions. Coming into two, oh, just mild contact from Nathan Gordon, and that sends Tsunoda into the wall, but he manages to get off the wall really easily, and will keep going. He just loses about 5 or 6 positions, but it's no big deal for the number 69. Pit cycle has just occurred and is occurring on lap 27 of 50. Looks like Adrian Earl is going to be the one to lead out. Where has Keith Arlington gone? He is somewhere. We need to... There he is. We already passed him, but... Yeah. Keith Arlington has lost significantly to the 39 of Adrian Earl. For the most part, everybody else is clean, and we have remained green so far. Bryce Johnson has made a somewhat decent recovery. He's in 29th, which isn't all that great, but he was close to going a lap down. Marcel Aramendia up here, making a move on Darren Carter. Into one, side by side. Mark Evans is also right there. They are all in the top 10. And I think Carter is going to keep it just barely. Adrian Earl, though, is the race leader, and she leads by 3 seconds. Here she comes to the line. Gonna lead another lap. Oh, the caution is out. Someone has crashed. We'll have to take a look at that and see who crashed, because I don't see anybody immediately with a bunch of damage. But there was definitely a... Oh, it looks like it was Gordon Keller. I just clocked that. There was some significant damage to Gordon Keller on the rear of the 31. Day is going from bad to worse for Gordon Keller. Let's take a peek and see what happened. So Gordon Keller is a lap down ahead of his teammate. Oh, and Keith Arlington just dumps his teammate. Keller, oh, that was close. Great save by Marcel Aramendia, leaning on Mark Evans, but Gordon Keller gets dumped by his teammate. That's gonna be some interesting holler talks. But Adrian Earl led back to the caution. Here we go, going back green. Adrian Earl over Arlington, Irely, Carter, and Evans. The green flag is back out, and Kevin Irely is making a run for it. Into one, and it looks like he's going to maybe get clear. Marcel Aramendia takes 5th from Mark Evans, and it is clean and green so far. Hopefully it stays this way. We do not need any more big accidents. I think we have gotten enough of those this year. And back-to-back races. Aramendia going on Carter for 4th. It's going to make that stick. That was easy. Hit the staples button. That was easy. Oh, but Carter's fighting back. Side by side to the line. And I think Aramendia may get there. No, they're still side by side. Into one once again. 2 cars. 4 cars side by side. Pushing each other. And, yeah, it looks like it's going fairly smoothly. Oh, Aramendia has gotten there. Oh, but Carter's leaning on the back of him. Oh, don't do that. Don't wreck each other. Aramendia up to 3rd. That is great to see. Evans and Arlington are side by side. It looks like they were making some contact. 16 laps to go this time by. But it is all just still Adrian Earl out at the front. Marcel Aramendia is closing up on Irely. He's going to try and make a move into turn number 1. And, oh no! Marcel Aramendia blows up from 3rd position. Another Project Gunner racing car has blown up from the top 5. Oh, and Johnson into him. Oh, and they're crashing. That's going to be a yellow. But once again, PGR, has had a disaster. Marcel Aramendia was in 3rd, about to go for 2nd, and it has not worked out. McCarty has damage. Reynolds has damage. Killigan has damage. Johnson has damage. I think that is the extent of it. Gray Sachs also has damage. But that's another yellow, so we're going to go take a peek at what happened. We kind of saw it. So into 1, Bryce Johnson is coming up on the smoking car. He jams the brakes, gets hit by McCarty, by Reynolds, and others just pile in. Atwater got a piece of that. I didn't see that. Williamson, McCarty, Reynolds. I think Jesse Voorhees might have just avoided that. Here we go, going back green. Kevin Irely is the race leader over Adrian Earl and Heather Halden. Kevin Irely is there, and Abel Tsunoda. Darren Carter is already making a move. Irely has hood damage, but I don't think it's affecting him at all. Mark Evans is there, and Keith Arlington clears for the race lead officially, but Heather Halden is right there as well. Here comes Evans, maybe about to make it 3 wide. Oh, there's 3 wide right here. Oh, be careful. Oh, that's contact. That was Evans into Tsunoda. Oh, more contact. Gordon, Tsunoda, Irely, 3 wide. Oh. Oh, I think they're going to make it work somehow. It's going to work out, but look at that. Here comes Heather Halden. Side by side for the race lead. Mark Evans is there. He's speaking. He might go 3 wide into turn 1. Oh, that would be brave. He's not that brave. He's going to keep it patient. Heather Halden into the race lead. And here comes Mark Evans. Beneath her, side by side. Oh, that didn't work. Heather Halden has a strong Audi under her. She's got the 6th fastest lap. Evans has the 2nd. And 3rd place is Keith Arlington, who has the fastest lap, actually. Evans on the back of the 28. We're coming down to the wire. 6 laps to go this time by, and the caution is out once again. Alex Brody Williamson. Brody Williamson in the number 99 has been served into the wall. That's going to rack them and stack them once again. And we're going to have to go through another caution period. Let's go take a peek and see what happened to the Canadian. So coming into turn 3, Jay Zafire makes a move and just decides, you know what, she's done with the Canadian, and she dumps Brody Williamson. Williamson into the wall, and he is not very happy. It's been not a great day for the number 99, and Jay Zafire just made it a whole lot worse. Coming to 3 to go, the green flag is coming back out, and green flag, Halden, Evans, Arlington, Gordon, Earl, Irely, Sonoda, Carter, Ashington. Oh, it just changed a whole bunch. Anyway, Jesse Voorhees in 10th. Mark Evans taking a strangely high line. He's going to get a big run. Oh, Adrian Earl comes down pit road. That's a tough break. That's why it all changed. She's got a flat tire. That's devastating. She was up here. Oh, that's Gordon into the wall. That's gonna put a big old gap between the top 2 and 3rd on back. Mark Evans is trying to get his 2nd win in a row. Coming to 2 laps to go, Kevin Irely is in 3rd. Gordon is in 4th. Sonoda is in 5th. And it looks like they're going to keep it clean. But all eyes are on Mark Evans and Heather Halden, and Evans just made a huge run right there. He's there. And he peaks low beneath the 28 into turn 2, side by side, and it looks like Evans is going to get there. Mark Evans clears for the lead, and he is going to try and get his 12th career victory and 2nd in a row. The white flag is coming out, and Heather Halden is losing touch. White flag in the air for Mark Evans. 1 last lap to go. Can Heather Halden do anything about him? A big run by the 28. Everybody else is way too far out. There's nothing they can do about it. Out of 1. Halden seems to be closing. She's using that Audi power to get up to the Dodge. The Netflix Dodge of Mark Evans and Borla Evans Enterprises. Into 2. She's not really right there. She needs a big run or a mistake from Evans, but I don't think he's going to do it. And 2-3, the final turn. This is your last shot. You got to make your move now. And if you don't, you're just going to let it happen. She's closing, but I don't think it's enough. Mark Evans is going to win 2 in a row and gets his 12th career victory at Pocono. Checkered flag goes to the 33. Heather Halden was right there. She almost got it. She almost knifed it, but it's going to go to Mark Evans. Number 12, pending post-race tech inspection, of course. And this just certifies that not only can he qualify a Dodge, he can win in a Dodge. Congratulations to Mark Evans and Boyle Evans Enterprises for the win. That is surely going to help move him up the points. He's still definitely a long shot for the title, but if you get into a momentum and a rhythm, you can seriously make a difference on how far up the points you can get in just like 5 or 6 races. Especially because California, the finale, is double points. Fans often forget that, and that makes a huge difference when it comes down to the finale, because if you are just out of it in a one race span, you can still win the title if you finish well and your competitor finishes poorly. I'm Steve Pace, and this is the Pace Network and the NEXTEL Cup Series of the North American Stock Car Racing Association. Next week, next time, we're at Martinsville for the first time or second time this has been on the Cup Series schedule. We're going to Ridgeway, Virginia. We'll see you next time. I'm Steve Pace. Goodbye.